Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of IndieCraft. Today, we are doing a suggestion from the butcher himself, Mr. Leroy Jenkins. Maybe not the Jenkins part, but he has suggested that we build a butcher shop. So I thought I might take the opportunity to build a butcher shop, but then also incorporate the animals in. So this is a rough episode. Sorry, PETA, in advance for this. But if you got a build suggestion that you'd like to see me do, let me know in the comment section down below, and just maybe next week's episode, I'll get it covered. But before we go any further, let's roll that intro. Right on. Okay, I think like a lot of our recent builds, we're gonna heavily incorporate spruce and birch, but I did do a big batch of mining before this. I actually did a lot of collecting resources, and I'm gonna try to incorporate some diorite in here. I can't exactly remember how to make like a diorite fence at this moment. I may actually shamefully have to check my recipe book, which is something I absolutely hate doing, but all right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Diorite wall. Oh, it just uses diorite itself, not polished diorite. Interesting. Okay. I actually have a little bit of a design. I don't always come into these with the design in mind, but in this case, I actually have a little bit of an idea, kind of what I want to do, but I haven't thought of exactly where I want it to be. That's probably enough of that for now. Sweet. So anyways, let's jump into this build. I'm going to build it over here on this side of town. Ow. Over on this side of town. We're going to add it to this upper area, so we'll probably clear out a few trees, but I hope you all are having a fantastic week. Last week's episode dropped right on Valentine's Day, so I hope you all, if you had a Valentine's Day celebration, that it was a good one. And I learned recently that in Japan, on Valentine's Day, it's actually a holiday where girls typically buy chocolate for the boys. And I just want to say, no one bought me chocolate. Now, I'm not in Japan, so it's not unsurprising. But I suddenly realized that how much it would improve my life if once a year I had a day I could look forward to dedicated to people, giving me chocolate. So anyone's out there? Anyone's out there lonely and wants to send some chocolate my way? It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. But yeah, I've prodded the last two episodes. Alternatively to giving me chocolate, I've prodded that I need to get 100 comments on a video, and my baiting has been unsuccessful, though there was quite the thread from Natalie and Christian on the previous one. We've yet to reach 100, so I consider this the end of my prodding. I will no longer try to bait in getting a massive amount of comments in the same way. It's been unsuccessful, but if you wanted to start that train, you can do it now. The option's still open for you. So yeah, let's build this guy right here. So do I want to build another angled building? The angled buildings are kind of difficult. I almost would rather just... You know what? Yeah, let's not do that. I don't want to do it. So I just put this in here, but let's make this a little bit of a front porchy situation. And we'll probably just build this... I'll think about it later. We'll build the building first. We'll come back to what I want to build that out of. We'll build the building, though, is going to be mostly out of some diorite and wood. So that tree probably has to go. What I'm thinking is this first level is going to have some animal cages, and then upstairs, you could go, this is going to take a really dark turn, but before you buy your meat, you can go pick out your animal, be like, oh yeah, this is Betsy. Betsy's a good old cow, and yep, you can pick her out before you eat her. So if that's something you feel real good about, we'll make these perfectly square. I don't know how much room I'll have here. I guess this is pretty tight, but I think using fences will make it, or these will be, yeah, you can kind of enter. This will be kind of grand. It's going to be a little Coliseum-y for a butcher shop, but that is okay. Okay, we'll do this with a little bit of space here. That'll be the shop kind of in the middle, which I'm wanting to... I think I'll do birch on the top floor, but I'm wanting to do spruce walls, I think, here, and then these here. So, anyhow, I just wanted to say a huge thanks. I don't really get a good... I mean, we could say it in every video, but there's not necessarily in every video I upload a good place to this, but all the videos we've been uploading, Cassie and I, I think I mentioned last episode, we're going on about a month of doing videos again, and all the videos, honestly, have been doing really well. So I just want to say a huge thanks. We've had one video finally break 1,000 views, which was really exciting. It like froze. It was going really fast, and then it froze at like 980. And Cassie and I were texting my sister, and she is in that video, and I was like, it's right there. And we kept texting. She finally went to bed, and like we stayed up. And the next morning, we're like, it's at 900 or like 90 something. We're like, it's right there. We just need a couple more people to watch this stupid video. Like, all I want to do is see a video break 1,000 views finally. So it finally happened. But honestly, the views on all the videos have been way more in a lot of ways than I would have expected. So it's hard. It was hard to gauge. Like the RuneScape stuff has done well, and then the Minecraft stuff at first, like we did doing the Skyblock series, and we're like, I don't know, it's like not getting a ton of views. Maybe there's no appetite, no one really wants to watch it, so maybe we shouldn't be doing that series. We should just do more RuneScape or find a different game. And then suddenly all the Minecraft videos started doing really well and have been successful. So honestly, it's felt like everything we've done has kind of been working out. People have been watching it. So when I say people, I mean y'all. Although I don't know how much crossover there is between this series in particular and RuneScape, but I'm assuming there's at least a good amount between here and the Skyblock series. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. But yeah, anyways, I just want to say a huge thanks. It's super encouraging. Wow, I think that's exactly the amount of pillars I needed. That was completely unplanned. That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's get this guy. I'll need to rip out the floor in here too before we go much further, but I could try to use some of that peeled floor stuff, though I don't really know how to use it very well, and I don't like permanently messing up my bricks that much. So we'll see if I actually want to commit to that when the moment comes. But anyways, yeah, it's been really fun. We do have a different game we're thinking about starting soon, and why be cagey? We're thinking about doing a Sims Let's Play. That could be really fun for us to do. We actually had done way back when we had done a Sims series, and it was a good time. I will say candidly, it did horrible on views. Literally, no one wanted to watch that series. So it may not be a good idea in terms of views, but maybe there's some audience there that wants to see it. I don't know if anyone. You all let me know in the comments of this video if that's what you'd want to see. But yeah, I don't know if anyone actually wants to see that. But we were talking about it, and Cassie loves The Sims and has played just an obscene amount of it. And I have played very little of the game. I've probably, as much as on YouTube, probably that is about half of what I've played of The Sims. I've probably played about that twice, realistically speaking. So yeah, I am not like a big Sims player, but I do think it's fun. So I think it could be an interesting series to do. So we're talking about it. We're talking about maybe throwing some of that in, but we haven't really got it all figured out yet. So if that's something you want to see, let us know. We're thinking about doing it. So these animal cages are gonna be kind of small. This building, I'm trying to I'm kind of debating in my head right now. Should I just make this building one bigger? But I think this is okay. I'm gonna need, there'll have to be more. We'll have to have other cages for more animals, but I think for the moment this will be totally fine. So my plan for this is to have 2 floors too, just to be clear. So this is not just going to be like a really crammed in center area. It's just that I haven't got the upstairs done yet. But I like the idea of the diorite because it makes it feel like very like clean and kitchen-y almost to me. I think I will just make the whole floor diorite though. I don't think I like this wood beam going across the floor. But yeah, and actually it was kind of funny. I watched our Sims videos. We had done a series back in the day. Again, like no one watched it, but it was fun. That kind of got me started on this train of watching a bunch of my sisters and I old videos we had done. And I don't know, it's interesting to have recorded so much of your life at one point. It's very interesting to like go back and get to watch that. It's certainly a weird experience. It was a good one, definitely a good experience, but definitely a weird experience. Like kind of fun to like see yourself as a kid, and you're like, you can kind of. It's been long enough, like away. It's far enough separated from it that I can kind of like remember it vaguely, but it almost has that effect of like it feels like to a degree you're watching someone else. Like obviously I know it's me, but it feels like to a degree like I'm watching someone else play this game. So it's a little bit of a weird effect, to be honest, to do, but it was really fun. I watched some of our old some of our old Minecraft stuff, some of our old The Sims, obviously. We did Spore, which was ridiculous. Spore and The Sims had a very similar vibe of just absolute insanity the whole time. Like, we were just the character creators in those games just let you create like the most giant abominations and hideous creatures. And those hideous creatures in The Sims are supposed to be people, which makes it even funnier. But yeah, there's like a... Oh my gosh, did I just do the same recipe twice? I'm so stupid. Okay. Yeah, the character creator in The Sims is ridiculous. It's like a person. So like we just created these horrific beasts that we pretend are people when we play that game. Yeah, I'm going to actually make these. I'm going to, I think, leave them grass. We'll fence it up. I'm not actually sure if the animals can squeeze out, but I like the idea of mixing these kind of. I don't think they'll be able to get through there, but we'll find out for sure. I probably need at least a fence on there to start us out. I'm going to put glass on the window, so let's grab some glass from my chest. This building's going to be sick. I'm already like, I kind of, like, it's not often. Sometimes it's like, I don't, you kind of know there's a vision, but it's hard to like see it from the get-go. And this is one I'm like, yeah, I feel like I kind of see the building already, what I'm going for. I have a box of just crap somewhere. Where's my box of crap? I don't know. This is the box. I don't know. Great name for a box of crap. Then I have cobblestone slabs. Yeah, baby. I think I'm going to use cobblestone slabs for this. This will be sick. But yeah, it's definitely been fun. Definitely been fun. So it's going to be fun to get back and play some more games. But where I had started that whole thought when I had brought up playing an old game was if you had a game that you think it would be fun for us to play, the only thing I would ask is Cassie full-on does not function with platformers. So please don't suggest that we play a platformer together. There's one on the channel called Battle Block Theater. Depending on who you are, you may view that as a masterpiece on this channel. Or if you're Cassie, you may see it as the Cassie, we're gonna go record Battle Block, and she's like, don't make me play this game. You're like, we gotta finish the series. Everyone's waiting on it. So depending on who you are, you may have a different experience with that game. But yeah, Cassie suffered to deliver that game. So yeah, please no platformers for Cassie's sake. She won't be able to handle it. She will either die playing the game or drive to my house and just murder me mid filming because it's like, why are you making me play these terrible games? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to being able to play some more stuff. So obviously Minecraft is a really good time too, getting to do that. So we might mix in some more Minecraft, some variations. I don't know yet, but in the past we've done like adventure maps and like, some of those kind of things. The problem is some of those do feature parkour segments, and again, Cassie really doesn't enjoy those things. Okay, and not like in it's funny. She doesn't enjoy it. In like we get done recording, and she's like, please. Let's not do that. That's really not fun. I'm like, no, it's fair. It's fair. I don't want to make you play a game. It's amusing content briefly, but obviously no one wants to sit there and like play a game that they absolutely hate. Guys, I am just falling apart. I can't even remember how to make glass panes. Trust me, I've played this game before. I don't remember any of the recipes, but I've played this game at least once before. Okay, perfect. We are on it. Okay, I don't know if the animals, again, can escape from that right now, but that's okay. We have everything we need for the second floor. So my initial plan was to do birch beams across the sides here, but to be honest, I think it's too much. I think there are just enough, like, colors going on at this moment that if I throw in birch right here, yeah, I don't like it at all. Okay, birch. Maybe I'll use birch planks. Birch is out, though, in my opinion. We're going for logs. So I'm going to do big old logs across this whole thing. And we're going to have them offshoot. This maybe... Ow. I collected a lot of logs before this, but building out of logs is just so sad because it's just so freaking expensive. Maybe if I can cheat. Actually, you know what? I probably can cheat a little. Should I cheat a little? Should I be a filthy cheater? Is that who I am? I think that is who I am. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's who I am. Is a filthy cheater, because I'm gonna have a diorite floor right here, across this whole room, and you won't be able to see the center section if I do this. So this one can't be, because that's going to have to be a beam. But I think I can save myself all the wood for these middle pieces, because you literally won't see this. And I already know I want to have diorite floor right here. So I kind of want to have a glass floor. Gosh, should I freaking do the glass floor? Yeah, I gotta. How much glass? I have 8. You know what? I have 8 glass. That's what we get. We're committed to this glass floor exactly as such, because I don't want to break it. I don't have any silk touch. I'm not like a real Minecraft YouTuber like other YouTubers out there. They would have, there's netherite tools now and all that stuff. I haven't even been to the nether, but I'm going to have to go for some glowstone at some point here. So there's a lot more to do. But all right, question of the day. I used to do this segment. I think I would always come up with the question, but maybe I took comment suggestion ideas. But I used to do this segment on IndieCraft called just question of the day. And I have like a fun question we'd all answer. So I don't know. I know it's hard to comment, people. I know it can be tough, but if you don't answer the question of the day, I will come for you in your sleep. So just keep that thread in mind as I ask these next questions. So question of the day, what are your plans for the weekend? There we go. Real easy one. Are you doing anything fun? Are you seeing family? Hanging out at home? Let me know. My plans are incredible. I think I had mentioned this in a previous episode, but it's a little bittersweet. I'll be very frank. It's a little bittersweet because I was going to be able to visit friends in both these cases, but I had 2 work trips I had to take, and both of them, for various reasons, were canceled. And so I went from being gone like a total of like 12 something days for work stuff to being gone none. Now, the sad part of that is I was really looking forward to see my friends, which I think I probably mentioned this in a previous video. I'm very sad about not seeing my friends, but this is just literally, me just being old probably, but there's just a part of me that's just so thrilled when plans get canceled. As a pure like, wow, I had so much to get done. And all this time I thought I had like accepted I had already lost has just opened up to me. So there is something at that level that I just can't, even if it's like my plans to see like my favorite person in the world, I still kind of get excited by canceled plans. I don't know if that makes me a bad person or not, but if it does, I'm willing to accept it. It's just there are a few things that excite me to that level as just getting time back that you thought you had lost. I think is just something that is just so inexplicably great. Okay, let's see about this real quick. Okay. Oh, this building's looking so good. Holy crap, I'm really excited about this now. Okay. This is great. I'm really happy about how this is going. Okay, I gotta think a little bit about this top. I was trying to decide basically if I want to have this section come out. I think I do. I'm kind of tempted. This is a little weird, but I'm really tempted to make the building like a little asymmetrical. Like there's this side that comes out here, and yeah, what if the porch is only on one side? I feel like that would actually be kind of a vibe. Let's do it. Okay. So I'm going to do big old windows here. They should probably be 3 high. This whole upstairs, this is where we'll put the cutting and all. Sorry, animals. They'll put all the cutting up here. We'll put openings on this side. I won't have enough glass probably for all of this, but I think that's okay. I think it'll probably look a little nicer to have some more structure. So let's go make a few more. Oh, was that an Enderman? Hello. Okay, he doesn't have a piece of my building. As long as he doesn't have a piece of my building, you can live. But if that Enderman had some of my building, it was going to be war. And a war that I would probably lose, for being honest. But okay, I have this. I do have more spruce in the house, though not a lot more. I need to figure out, do a little bit of spruce collecting to make this work. I need some spruce slabs is what I need. Do I have any of those? Because I want this porch to come out. I think 2 more, but potentially just 1 more. Do I have any spruce slabs? I have 4. That ain't going to do me. Okay, we'll take a little more logs here then. I'm not going to turn all these into planks because I don't want to be in a situation I completely regret. Okay. Got to make conservative amounts here so that I hold on to my resources. I've really been quite lazy with this series. It's not intentional laziness. If that makes anyone feel any better, I think it looks better with just 2. I think it looks better with just 2 people. Okay, we're doing 2. But in the old days, I would just be like, oh, I got to do some resource collection for the video. So I just like make sure I got on Minecraft and collected resources for 4 hours, you know, some nights. And man, it's so hard to do that now. Like where do I just have, you know, where do I just drop 4 hours into playing a game? Maybe I just should. If I was serious about it, I just would, I guess. But here I am. I'm just a joke. Just a freaking joke. It is so hard to find that much time, but oh man, should I just leave it open? I kind of feel like I was gonna put doors here to come out, but I kind of feel like just leaving it open is a little bit of a vibe. Let's do it. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna lower these on this side, and what I'm gonna do, and this is gonna require more slabs, but I'm going to do a slanted roof here. So that'll be lower. Do I want to use? Ooh, it's tempting to use polished diorite. I'm gonna use polished diorite. Yeah, let's use polished diorite. Okay, I can't hang it down out too low because that's gonna happen. Let's see. Let's make just a crap ton of those. And then I do have to actually figure out a way to get up here, and there needs to still be instruments and such in here. I think we just litter it with like axes. Okay, this would technically make the balcony unusable if I did this. Like you won't be able to come out here. I guess you could shift your way out, but I kind of feel like the dimensions will look good. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm so sorry for the realism of this building or the usability, the utility of it. It's definitely going down here, but we'll live. Okay, how do I? Yeah, you need to go right here. This will be cool. I'd love to put glass in this roof too, but I'm already pushing it on glass, to be honest, and I don't want to make a whole like sand collection journey as part of this episode today. Maybe another day I'll feel real inspired, but I'll be honest, Leroy, you might have the coolest building in town so far. When this is done, I don't want to be... Sometimes things look good, or I think they look good, and then I get done, and I look them from the outside, and I'm like, well, the episode's over. We're not rebuilding that. I think to myself, I think this is going to be a real good one. But let me tell you straight up right now, if it's not... I will be lying at the end of this episode and be like, wow, it looks so good. I'm so happy with how this turned out because it's too much time and energy to invest in a build than to be unhappy at the end of it. So I have to pretend I'm happy with it at the end. No, I have some stinker builds. That would actually be really funny to go back and look at some old episodes and review my own builds and just see like which ones suck. I think I have an interesting, and when I say interesting, I mean amateurish approach to all my Minecraft builds. There are people, and these people have always existed. This isn't new in the community, but people that really build incredible things in Minecraft, and they have such great command over the colors and the texture. I'm not that guy. I ain't that guy. I know how to build a few things, and I be building them. All right, we'll use blocks up here. I think that'll be it. That's a sick looking roof, eh? Yeah, baby. All right, let's get inside here, and we'll break this diorite. I think the white just really serves well with the spruce wood. Perfect. We're going to put... I think we're going to use glass on this back window, too. I think I want spruce here. I just think it's the only thing that really serves this perfectly. And then I want glass on these windows coming down the side. But obviously, we have to accommodate for the diorite. I'm not sure I want to... I'm not really sure I want to put anything in there. Is it just an abomination if I just leave gaps? I think I'm just going to leave the gaps, guys. Oh, man, this is where the build comes unraveled at the 11th hour. Like, oh, we got this. It's going to be fine. And I'm going to make this hideous creation. All right, that's a lot. That's a lot of glass, but I don't know that it's actually enough glass, to be honest with you. I haven't even got the animals in here, and we have no instruments to do the murdering of them with, but that's okay. It's all we got to use our imagination at this point. Okay, does this look freaky? I think it's fine. I do think it's fine. I don't actually think it's super noticeable. I wish those attached, but I can live with myself. I love just this is super open look at this whole thing if we do it this way. Okay. That's going to be like so. The backside, again, we'll leave those open like a balcony that's not, it is technically usable, not very well usable. I kind of feel like rather than a true butcher shop, I kind of just made like a really luxurious home, to be honest with you. Maybe, okay, I'm having a bit of a inspiration here. What if this is just a bedroom? You know what I mean? Yeah, I think this will actually be kind of cool. Okay. I'm going to put fences. I changed my mind. I'm going to make this a bedroom right here. And so the butcher, we'll just keep the whole store downstairs. You've gotten 2 builds in one, Leroy. This is an unprecedented event in IndieCraft history. You've asked for one thing, you're getting 2 things in one. This could have been 2 builds. Yeah, let's make the basement just a store. I think this will be cool. This will be way cooler. Okay. That can go there. We'll have this back here. I kind of want to like, is it just super dark if I just have like meat chests? I'm going to put just meat chests back here. Unfortunately, I don't think there's like iron chests or anything in the game because that would look super cool if I could do those. But we're just going to do like a stack of boxes here. So we can break these torches. Wait, connect. Connect. Yeah. This will be the meat storage. You can get all. What other things, Leroy, I might need you to comment for me here. What other things can I get at a butcher? I haven't been to a butcher often, if I'm being honest. It's not a place I frequent. So what other things aside from like meat? Are there other things you get at a butcher except for meat? I don't really know. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, so you come in here. Nice cozy shop. This is the table. I want to put like a murder station right here. A chop spot. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the crafting table goes. What if we put the crafting table here at the front? Okay, this is kind of like the counter. We'll get a trapdoor. Do I want a birch? I don't think I want a birch trapdoor. That's kind of ugly. I think a spruce trapdoor. I like how these looking. Okay. We get a trapdoor to come behind. The cutting station. I feel like it's healthy to cut on stone. You know, that seems like something that I would hear somewhere. And then maybe we just put a couple item frames in there for the, yeah. So the butcher could just stand here. We could put some item frames in here for stuff. I got to remember, I'm going to have to kill some cows, I'm sure, for some item frames, but killing cows seems par for the course for what this episode is about. We do need to figure out a path up to this house. I think a side staircase would be pretty cool, but I might resolve that later because I just kind of like having the room up there. We'll figure it out. Do I have any wool? That is my question. I do. Okay. We're going to have a white bed. So this will be your bed, Leroy. And like so. Oh, yeah. So the butcher can sleep. In the butcher shop, the mighty butcher shop, the Leroy sleeps tonight. And then, I'm really excited, guys. I'm really excited about this build. Do I have no wheat? What the heck? Okay, we'll collect some wheat. I want to breed my cows. I fear that I haven't been super careful with my cows, so I fear of actually killing all them off. But we're gonna breed them, make some cow babies, so that we can chop some up. I might have to handle the moving of the animals later too, because I'm actually not sure once I kill these cows for item frames if I'll even have enough leather or enough cows left to move them. So we'll see. We'll get a vibe. I didn't actually check in my box to see what I had remaining for leather. I guess it's worth checking. I have none. I have none leather. That's rough. Okay. In that case, yeah, we may have to move the cows later. I may not even be able to make all these item frames right now, but we'll see. I haven't been keeping up my breeding. Ooh, that is not a lot of cow in there. Is that just 3 cows? can breed the sheep too. Gosh, that is not a lot of cow. Do I need... Can you breed again? Can you breed again, cows, please? Because for an item frame, I just need one... I don't need a glow item frame. I guess it's only going to show me a glow item frame. I just can't remember the recipe for an item frame right now, I guess, but whatever. I think an item frame is a single leather surrounded by sticks. This is why I don't use the recipe book. I hate the recipe book. I loathe it. All right. If you all behave, only one of you has to die. Thank you. 2 leather. I think I just need the 1 and the sticks and we'll be good. Actually, that might be all I need because I just want to put a meat in an item frame and then I want to put an axe in an item frame. I think that'll be pretty cool. Although an axe seems like particularly brutal for butchering. Honestly, it's definitely not. I can't imagine that's the instrument you're choosing for. Okay, there you have. Whatever. It'll be funny. Okay, axe. We'll do this. I'm not going to give you an iron axe. Not because I don't respect you, but because I'm so poor and I just can't imagine partying with that much iron. So, besides, stone tools, that's where it's at. Am I right or am I right? Okay. Axe, raw meat. It's actually perfect. It's all I needed. It was nice of that 1 cow to drop me 2. Oh, look at this building. Gosh, I'm freaking excited for this building. Okay. Beautiful. So, we'll do an item frame here on the counter, put a meat, and then we can do item frame here, axe. Ah, it's so good. It's so good. All right, Leroy. I hope you're as happy with this build. I know I'm sounding very self-satisfied right now, and it's because I am. I just love it when a plan comes together. But let me grab out some signs here for you, and we will mark this place in your name. And I wish, maybe I did cheat a villager in before, so maybe I could cheat a villager in for you, but I had to figure out to lock him back there, so. All right, I should have asked for the name of the butcher shop. Okay, maybe I'll leave the subject to a rename later, but we will call this Leroy's Choppin'. I don't know. I have no bakery butcher jokes. Leroy's butchery. I don't know. I have nothing. I got nothing. I was looking for a joke in there. I really was, and my fishing for a joke did not work. Okay. Episode 8? Guys, I'm always guessing what episode number it is. I literally cannot keep track of this show. I've stopped. The issue actually is I don't track the episode number in the titles anymore. So I used to be like very much like I established the episode number when I did the thing. Episode 7, guys. Episode 7. Okay, we almost made a grave mistake there. Episode 7, Butcher Shop Leroy. Boom. Episode 7 is marked its place in history. I'll figure out a staircase. I'm thinking we'll do like a, like some sort of metal staircase here on the side. Maybe like, like New York City, kind of like apartment buildings. I'm thinking like Spider-Man 2 vibes. Something like that. But there she is. Honestly, it's not our second building because we obviously have the pub and the game shop down here that we built in the last couple episodes. But in a way, it feels like the second building, like building, I guess, to the city. Because those are kind of dug in. They're like fun little hobby corner. I feel like this is like a little hobby central down there. And this is like the town. So I will take care of getting animals in here. Have no fear. I will figure out how to get a lead. I will breed my cows to like the nth degree. And we'll get all these sheeps and cows and piggies and all in there. Maybe I'll even finally go collect some chickens, which I've been neglecting to do. Get all that done. And we'll have it done for you, Leroy. That's my guarantee for you in the next video, okay? And when I say the next video, I mean like sometime in the next 3 months. That's probably the best I could do. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, is there a pig emoji? If there's a pig emoji, leave a pig. I feel like there's a pig snort emoji. So leave a pig snort emoji. Let me know that you made it to the end of the video. And as always, don't forget to leave your suggestions down in the comment sections below, because I will, if you leave a suggestion, I will almost certainly build it if it's, at least somewhat reasonable for me to build in an episode and I don't lose my mind. So please leave them down below. Helps me out a ton with ideas so that I'm not scrambling. And yeah, that is all. Please have a great week. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.